If you throw that party, don't bring Emma back to this house. We won't reward your selfishness. My mother is standing in her kitchen, arms crossed, delivering an ultimatum about my 7-year-old daughter's birthday party. Not because the party is too expensive, not because of a scheduling conflict, not because of a family emergency. Because my older sister, Vanessa's twins, won't feel special enough if Emma has her own celebration. I'm holding a folding table I'd borrowed for Emma's party, streamers in one hand, my car keys in the other. Mom, Emma turns 7 once. We've been planning this for weeks. She wrote the invitations herself. And it's very cute. But Vanessa's twins turn 8 next month. If Emma has her own party now, they'll feel like their birthday isn't important. They're getting their own party. That's not the point. The point is that you need to be considerate of your sister's feelings. Postpone Emma's party until we can do a joint celebration at Vanessa's house. She has the space, the pool, No. My mother blinks. Excuse me? I said no. Emma's having her party this Saturday at our apartment like we planned. Then you're choosing to be selfish, and if you make that choice, don't bring her here afterward. We can't support that kind of behavior. Something clicks in my chest, like a lock tumbling into place. For 29 years, I've been the helpful one, the one who accommodates, the one who moves my life aside so Vanessa can shine. But this? My daughter's birthday? This is where it stops. Okay, I say, very calmly. I hear you. I set the folding table down, right there in her kitchen. Keep it. We don't need it. I walk out. Behind me, my mother is calling my name. Maya, don't you walk away from me. Maya Elizabeth Morrison, you get back here. I get in my car, drive home, and I call my husband. James, we're done begging for permission to celebrate our own kid. My name is Maya Morrison. I'm 29 years old. I am a locksmith in Portland, Oregon. And I just told my family they can't control my daughter's birthday. It's going to cost me everything. But my daughter is worth it. To understand what just happened, you need to understand my family. I have one sister, Vanessa. She's 34. Vanessa is the golden child, has been since we were kids. I'm the helper, the background one, the useful one. Vanessa got the new bike. I got the serious talk about being grateful for what we have. Vanessa's art projects went on the fridge. My straight-A report cards got a nod. Vanessa's wedding had 200 guests, a vineyard, a drone videographer, and a custom hashtag. I got married at the courthouse with grocery store cake. Vanessa has twins, Madison and Mason, age 7. They go to private school. They have a playroom bigger than my entire apartment. I have Emma. She's turning 7. She goes to public school. Her playroom is a corner of our living room with a bookshelf and a beanbag chair. And here's the thing about growing up as the background kid. You learn to make yourself useful. I became a locksmith because I was always good with my hands, always fixing things. My dad taught me when I was 12. By 16, I could pick most residential locks. It was a skill that made me valuable, needed. That's different from being seen. Being useful is different from being loved. I met my husband James on a lockout call. He'd locked his keys in his car outside a coffee shop. I showed up in my van. He was embarrassed, apologetic, offered me lemon water from the coffee shop. We got married 8 months later. Small ceremony, My parents came but spent the whole time talking about Vanessa's baby shower. When Emma was born, my mother's first words were, "Oh, good. Now Vanessa's twins will have a cousin to play with." Not congratulations, not she's beautiful. Just relief that Vanessa's children would have company. And that set the tone for everything. Emma's first birthday, we tried to do our own thing. Small party at our apartment. Just us, James' parents, and a few friends. My mother showed up uninvited, with Vanessa and the twins. "We couldn't miss Emma's first birthday," she said. Then spent the entire party comparing Emma to the twins. Madison was walking at 10 months. Is Emma walking yet? Mason said his first word at 8 months. What about Emma? Every milestone became a competition that Emma was losing. By the time Emma was 2, my mother had started suggesting joint parties. It's more efficient. The twins are only turning 3. Their birthday is 2 weeks after Emma's. Why not combine? I said yes because I thought it would make everyone happy. Big mistake. The joint party was at Vanessa's house. My mother decorated. Vanessa hired an entertainer. The cake said, "Happy birthday, Madison, Mason, and Emma." But Madison and Mason's names were in bigger letters. All the kids were the twins' preschool friends. Emma knew no one. The entertainer did a magic show. He kept calling the twins up to help. Emma raised her hand. He never picked her. By the end of the party, Emma was sitting alone on the stairs, watching the twins open presents. On the drive home, she was quiet. "Did you have fun?" I asked. "I guess." "Just, I guess?" "Mom, does joint mean not really mine?" My heart broke. But I told myself next year would be different. It wasn't. Emma's 3rd birthday, another joint party, same pattern. Emma's 4th birthday, I tried to do our own party. My mother dropped by with the twins and stayed the entire time making it about them. Emma's 5th birthday, joint party again. I finally said something. "Mom, can Emma have her own party next year? Just something small, just her friends." "Why would you exclude the twins? They're family." "I'm not excluding them. I'm just saying Emma should get her own day." "That's very divisive, Maya. We don't divide family like that." Emma's 6th birthday. I planned a small party at a park, invited Emma's 6 kindergarten friends. My mother called the day before. "Vanessa's bringing the twins. They're so excited." "Mom, this is Emma's party. And the twins are her cousins. Don't be selfish." They came. The twins took over the playground equipment. The twins dominated every game. The twins. Emma's friends left early. That night, Emma asked, "Mom, when do I get my own birthday?" I promised her, "Next year, baby. Next year, you'll get your own party. I promise." That brings us to 2 years ago. Emma's 7th birthday is this Saturday. We've been planning for 3 weeks. Small party at our apartment courtyard, 6 kids from her 2nd grade class, pizza, sheet cake from the grocery store, a soccer net James borrowed from his coworker. Emma made the invitations herself, blocky crown letters, Emma's 7th birthday party. She's been counting down on our fridge. 5 sleeps, 4 sleeps, 3 sleeps. My budget for the whole party was $127. Pizza, $45. Cake, $28. Juice boxes, $12. Paper plates and cups, $8. Decorations, $22. Party favors, $12. We'd been saving for 2 months. $20 here, $15 there. Emma picked everything. The dinosaur plates, The rainbow streamers, the chocolate cake with vanilla frosting. It was going to be perfect. Then yesterday, I stopped by my mother's house to borrow a folding table for the food. That's when she dropped the bomb. We need to talk about this party. What about it? Vanessa and I have been discussing it. You can't have Emma's party this weekend. Why not? Because the twins' birthday is next month. If Emma has her own party now, they'll feel like their birthday isn't special. I stared at her. But they're getting their own party. That's not the point. The point is you're being inconsiderate. Postpone Emma's party until we can do a joint celebration at Vanessa's house. She has the space, the caterer, the entertainment. It'll be better for everyone. Emma's been looking forward to this for weeks. Emma is 7. She'll understand. What she won't understand is why you're teaching her to be selfish and inconsiderate of her cousin's feelings. Her cousins are getting their own party, which will feel less special if Emma has hers first. You're making the twins feel second best. I felt something shift inside me, like a door I'd been holding open for years, finally swinging shut. Mom, Emma is having her party this Saturday at our place with her friends. My mother's face went hard. If you do this, don't bring her back here afterward. We won't reward this kind of selfish behavior. So you're saying if Emma has her own birthday party, she can't come to your house anymore? I'm saying there are consequences for putting yourself above family. That's when I set down the table and walked out. The phone calls started that night. 7:43 p.m. Vanessa. Mom told me what you said. Really? You're going to make my kids feel bad just because you want to be stubborn? I didn't answer. 8:15 p.m. My father. Your mother is very upset. Can't you compromise? Is this really the hill you want to die on? 8:59 p.m. Vanessa again. You're being selfish. I've offered to host at my house. We have a pool. Emma would have more fun here. 9:34 p.m. My mother. I raised you better than this. Don't be selfish, Maya Elizabeth. Think about your niece and nephew. 10:41 p.m. Another text from my mother. If you go through with this party, do not bring Emma here afterward. We cannot support your choices. You're teaching her that other people's feelings don't matter. I showed James the texts. They're really doing this, he said. They're threatening to cut Emma off from her grandparents because you won't cancel her birthday party? I know. What do you want to do? I want to give our daughter her day. And I want to stop negotiating for basic joy. Then let's do that. That night, I barely slept. But when I did, I dreamed of a lock that finally turned. The next morning, party day, Emma woke up excited. Is it today? Is it really my day? Yes, baby, it's really your day. We decorated together. Rainbow streamers across the courtyard, dinosaur plates on the folding table we'd bought from Goodwill for $8. Emma helped me ice the cake. My frosting skills are terrible. The waves looked more like blobs. It looks cool, Mom. Like mountains. You think so? Yeah, it's perfect. At 9:12 a.m., my phone started ringing. Mom. I didn't answer. 9:27 a.m. Vanessa. Didn't answer. 9:44 a.m. My father. Didn't answer. 10:03 a.m. Mom again. My call log looked like a fire alarm. I let them all ring. At 10:30 a.m., Emma's friends started arriving. 6 kids. Shy hellos that turned into chaos, which is another word for joy. They played soccer. Emma scored and skidded on her knees. Her friends cheered. They ate pizza. They argued over corner pieces of cake. They spilled juice. It was loud and messy and perfect. Emma's face was shining. This is what birthdays are supposed to be. Then, at 2:03 p.m., the courtyard gate rattled, and my mother walked in with Vanessa and the twins. They weren't invited, but there they were, dressed like they'd come to host a party. My mother in her best blouse, Vanessa in designer jeans, the twins in matching outfits. Emma grabbed my hand. Her palm was sticky with frosting. "Mom, it's okay, baby." My mother walked straight to me. Maya, we told you the conditions. "This is Emma's party." Vanessa cut in. "We're not here to fight. We're here to rescue this." She looked around at the modest decorations, the Goodwill table, the grocery store cake. "The kids need help. Let's move the party to my house. We have the pool, better food, and actual cake from a real bakery. The kids will have more fun." The kids are having fun here. They'd have more fun at a real venue. Emma's friends were watching now, holding paper cups, frozen. My mother turned to them. "Hi, sweethearts. Wouldn't you like to see a real pool with a diving board?" One kid started to nod. His mom grabbed his hand. I stepped forward. "You can stay and be kind, or you can leave." My mother blinked. "Excuse me?" "You heard me. No speeches, no conditions, no rescue. You're guests, or you're gone." Vanessa laughed. "Big words for a party that costs what, $100? Look at this place. Dollar store decorations, plastic table. You're really proud of this?" I could have listed everything. Every lock I'd fixed for free, every late-night emergency call I'd answered, every time I'd dropped everything to help them. But I just said, "Stop." "What?" "Stop making my daughter's birthday about your kids. Stop turning our life into your project. Stop walking into spaces you weren't invited to and acting like hosts." My mother's face went hard. "After everything we've done for you? You turn done for me into a bill every time I say no. I'm not paying it anymore." Vanessa stepped closer. "You think you can just exclude family? You think you can just—" "I can. I have. And right now I'm choosing cake." I turned to the kids. "Who wants to sing happy birthday?" The kids sang, wobbly and off-key and perfect. Emma blew out 7 candles shaped like dinosaurs. Her friends cheered. It felt like oxygen. My mother stood frozen. Then she grabbed the twins. "Come on, we're leaving." "But I want cake," Madison whined. "We're leaving." Vanessa grabbed my arm. "You're really doing this? You're really choosing this over family?" "I'm not choosing this over family. I'm choosing my daughter over your control." "If you leave like this," my mother said from the gate, "do not come back." I looked at her. Really looked at her. "We won't be treated like that. So no, we won't be back. You'll regret this." "We won't." They left. The gate slammed. The party continued. Emma got the corner piece of cake. Her friend Lily got the other corner. They smiled at each other and dug in with plastic forks. James came over and put his arm around me. "You okay?" "Yeah, I think I am." That night, after the kids left and we cleaned up, I made a decision. Pack a bag. We need to leave. Leave?
Not forever. Just tonight. We need space to think, and I don't want to be here when they come back. We stuffed a duffel bag. Important papers, Emma's favorite stuffed animal, some clothes. Emma picked 2 Lego minifigures so they won't be lonely. We drove to a budget motel off Route 26, $47 for the night. Emma fell asleep between us, smelling like sugar and sunscreen. James whispered, "Are we really doing this?" "Yeah, we are." We stayed in that motel for 2 nights while I figured things out. Then we found a sublet, small apartment above a barbershop in Southeast Portland. $750 a month, cheaper than what we'd been paying. The landlord showed us around. "Deadbolt sticks a bit. You look like you might know what you're doing." I fixed it in 5 minutes. "You're hired," he said. "First month half off for the repair." We moved in with what we could carry. 2 duffel bags, the Goodwill folding table, Emma's beanbag chair, our coin jar with $63 in quarters. We bought a couch from Craigslist for $40. It leaned left, but it was ours. The place smelled like hair tonic from downstairs and fresh air from the windows. In the mornings, we could hear the barbershop radio, clippers, conversation, people working. James said, "It sounds like real life." The phone calls started immediately. Week 1, 27 missed calls from my mother, 14 from my dad, 9 from unknown numbers. Voicemails ranging from, "We're devastated," to "Be reasonable," to "You're teaching Emma terrible values." I saved them all to a folder I labeled Weather. Week 2, my mother texted a list. "We've fronted a lot for you over the years. It's time to settle up." The list included groceries we'd bought in 2019, $287, diapers from 2016, $145, emotional labor of managing family dynamics, $500. I screenshot it, added it to the weather folder. You can't audit love retroactively to make disobedience expensive.
Week 3. Vanessa posted on Instagram. A quote graphic in beige tones. "Sometimes the people closest to you are the most ungrateful. Family forgives, but boundaries matter." 3 of my aunts texted me. "She's hurting. Can't you apologize?" I stopped checking social media. But here's what else happened. Our life got better. Morning walks with Emma. The guy at the corner store, Mr. Ortiz, started keeping lemon lollipops for her. Your girl's polite, not like some kids. Evening soccer in the courtyard, homework at our crooked table, pasta too many nights, but lots of laughter. And I raised my rates. I'd been charging $75 an hour for locksmith work. I raised it to $85. My work is worth it. When my mother texted asking me to fix her garage lock, I sent her my rates. Happy to help. $85 an hour plus parts. Weekend rate is $100. She replied, LOL. I replied, serious. That's my rate. She hired someone else for $120 who left a mess. She sent me a photo. This is what happens when family doesn't help family. I typed 5 replies. Sent none. My boundaries don't need explanation. 6 months later, Emma's sleeping better, laughing more. She stopped asking, "Are we going to Grandma's?" She started asking, "Can I invite Lily over?" Answer, yes, more often. We started 2 jars, one labeled summer trip, one labeled emergency. We fed them with tips, side jobs, James overtime, my increased rates. The numbers grew slow, then faster. It was boring and holy. When our car needed repairs, we said no to Friday pizza, yes to the repair. Emma asked if we were poor or careful. What's careful mean? It means we pick our fun on purpose. She told her friend, "We're not poor, we're careful. It means we get to choose." Spring, I ran into Vanessa at the hardware store. "Still playing locksmith?" she asked. "Still playing favorite child?" I replied. She didn't have an answer. Summer, we took Emma to the coast. Gas, sandwiches, $7 parking, sunburn. It felt like the whole world reset to simple. September, Emma's teacher called. Emma advocates for herself. She's kind to other kids. She's thriving. I cried on the barbershop stairs. Not loud, just relief. We barely spoke to our parents that year. 3 holiday invites, all with heavy subtext. We forgive you. We miss Emma. Family should be together. We declined each time. They sent photos of their celebrations, matching pajamas, professional photographer, tatered meal. We baked cookies, wore mismatched pajamas, Emma fell asleep on our left-leaning couch with chocolate on her cheek. It was the best Christmas we'd ever had. And then came Emma's 8th birthday. Emma's 8th birthday. This year she asked, "Can I invite Madison and Mason?" She said it with hope and caution, like testing whether the floor would hold. "You can. They might not come." She wrote their names on the invitations anyway, after Lily, Omar, and Sophie. Same courtyard, same borrowed soccer net. James had repaired it with fishing line. Same chocolate cake with vanilla frosting. My waves were getting better. Plus, a bubble machine I'd borrowed from a client I'd helped. 2:05 p.m., Vanessa arrived, with the twins, without the attitude. The kids were nervous. Then they saw the bubbles, forgot to be strategic, just jumped in. My mother showed up with an oversized gift bag, tried to corral the kids for a grandkids photo. They wriggled away to chase bubbles. Emma offered Madison a corner piece of cake. Birthday kid gets first corner, but you can have the other corner if you want. Madison smiled. Cool. They ate cake together. It could have been this simple all along. Then, at 3:10 p.m., my brother-in-law Marcus arrived. Late, loud, sunglasses on. He saw joy that wasn't centered on Vanessa's family. "So this is what we're doing. Budget chic. Inspiring." Vanessa said his name with warning. He ignored her, turned to me. "You happy? You broke your mother's heart for this? For my daughter's smile?" "Yeah. You think you're some hero because you bought off-brand juice and said boundaries a lot?" The kids stopped playing. Marcus kept going. "We paid for therapy for the twins because you excluded them. You owe Mom an apology today in front of everyone." I looked at Emma. "You okay, baby?"
She nodded. Brave. I stood. "Marcus, you need to leave." He laughed. "Make me. I have 71 voicemails and 94 texts from last year where you and my family threatened consequences. If you won't leave, I'll call this in as a disturbance. I'm not bluffing. Numbers matter to people like him." He flinched. My mother stepped forward. "Maya, don't do this in front of the children. This is exactly where to do it, so they see what a boundary looks like." Vanessa grabbed Marcus's arm. "We're leaving." He yanked free, shouted from the gate, "You'll regret this." It sounded small against the noise of kids laughing at bubbles. We went back to cake. Emma got her corner piece, Madison got the other. Joy rebrooded. That night, my phone lit up with texts. Nasty ones, threatening ones. I put it face down, washed the cake knife, tucked Emma in. "Best party ever, Mom." She fell asleep like she trusted the floor not to move. My name is Maya Morrison. I'm 29 years old. I'm a locksmith. For my entire life, I was the background kid, the helpful one, the one who made space for my sister to shine. When my mother told me to cancel my daughter's birthday party because it would make my sister's kids feel bad, I finally said no. It cost me my family, but it saved my daughter. We moved out, we rebuilt, we set boundaries, we priced our labor, and my daughter learned something I never learned growing up. She learned that she matters, not because she's useful, not because she makes space for others, but because she exists. That's worth everything.